Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play another game with Sett, and I think this matchup was really interesting because we're playing against Darius here. And to be honest, I played a few times against that deck and I realized if you don't know what exactly you have to do, you're gonna lose that because the strength and the powerful characters Darius has in his toolkit makes it extremely hard to win the battlefields without um, destroying your own characters. Uh, what's also really strong about Darius is that his both champs, like both of his characters, are really strong. And as you can see, I just play I played out just to get buffed in the next turn. So here I'm just gonna probably play out this one. I will move her to one of the sides. This is already like a decision you don't have to do, but at this point I was just trying to get the hang of it. I like this kind of discard tool we have here, sabotage. We can discard a non-character from his hand. That's exactly what I did here. Next thing I'm gonna do is probably go to the left side because I don't really want to discard anything from my hand. But the thing here is I also could just pass, give up the position, or I could go to the left side, conquer it, and give it a buff, but I'm not doing anything of it just because I want to save my characters and try to generate some value on my base before I enter the battlefield. So as you can see, next turn I will probably try to play out the Carnivus Snapvine, bait him into thinking that I don't have another one, and then play the second one out in between the game. So I'll just activate it, destroy I would say a useless character because it's not doing anything after creating the token. But as I mentioned, I just want to bait him out. And yeah, now I'm conquering. I have to say I tested Warwick a bit. And he's a cool character, but I'm not getting warm with him, so in this matchup you will see that I will just discard him. Pixelborn is still having some small bugs and errors, for example here, where I had to click it twice. So as you can see, I will just discard my Warwick because I want to have as many removals in my hand as possible. And I think the top deck here is really insane because now if Darius attacks, I have the opportunity to go in. I think he did a misplay here because he could have played a card out before he enters the battlefield, so he has 7 attack. And what I'm gonna do is I will take the buff from the character of my base, give her 3 strength. I saw his hand. I know that he doesn't have any more tricks in his hand. He could probably have drawn one, but you have to take sometimes the risk. And here you can see I still use the buff, the effect of that, to give her into my base again because I don't want her to die, basically. And I also don't really think I will need the Snapvine next turn. So next turn I will come to my 4 runes and will be able to play Sett from the champ field. And also with the gear, I will be able to buff him too. But here comes a really interesting part. Kaiser could be a problem because we don't want Darius to draw more cards than he already had. So I will just challenge with my Snapwire here. And as you can see, now I can conquer both. I can play out my Poro out. Or what I also can do is discard him and play out, like draw another card, which is really good. It's another gear, not the best top deck here, but we'll take that. Last but not least, most important thing, I will put a buff onto my unbuffed character, so if he tries to destroy him, I am able to send him back to the base. At this point, he's playing out a character which allows you to play a character for free or less from your grave to your field. Also a really cool card, didn't see that one before. And Pixelborn, the new cards got released like yesterday, so there are like a many new cards that are being tested right now. But I gotta be honest, I am really enjoying Sett, and the only new card I added in, like I saw people adding in, for example, King Louis also plays the discard card in the deck, which I think is really strong. I really like it because it just doesn't, it's not just a discard, it's more like the more important thing, and it was also in Locana with that, like knowing what your opponent has in his hand is so good. Here you can see I'm doing something interesting. I'm getting both of them out because I know my opponent will try to attack now, and I am basically gearing up for the last fight, for the last few points. As you can see here, also I have like still one of my Caravolts inside my hand, onto my hand, so I am able to like get at least one of the 2 battlefields next turn. And with that I have like 6 left, and now I have to like just conquer both, and this is also like really possible with this hand and with the characters on my base. So the cool thing here is even if he tries to destroy like a character in my base, he has to basically put a lot of work in because they all got buffed and they all have like a second life, if you know what I mean. So here you can see he's playing out the Noxian Guillotine, which is just destroying one of my characters. I'm using the Sett ability to remove the buff and give him like a second life. Here I think I misclicked. I wanted to take the other rune, but lucky for us we will get enough to play the card we want next turn, so it won't be a problem. And now he's like just trying to conquer and to win the game. But with 1 card left in his hand and me having like a good opportunity to turn around the game, this seems pretty good for me. But if I wouldn't have an answer, this would have been a really hard match. I already played a few times against Darius, and I have to say, if you like do one mistake, the deck is really punishing you really hard. So as you can see, I am first activating the buff, which is not that important, but the more important thing here is I'm again trading my Snap Mine here, and I'll just try to conquer both now. And as you can see, my opponent surrenders. I think in these matchups it's also really important to be patient, not to go in with all your characters. Take your time and like, yeah. So I hope you guys liked it, and leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys soon. Bye.